Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 9 of the Hersey Hoops podcast. Follow 9. Got the managers in the building today. Coach Scott, of course, as always, and me and Jake Cohen. Yeah.
Episode 9, Season 4.
Episode 9.
Man, and we were talking. It was a nice little text thread last night.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
With all these people on it. And I think, what did we rank the most monumental moments in American history? Winning the Revolutionary War.
Uh-huh.
Landing on the moon.
Yep. Indiana beating Purdue.
And then managers
appear
on
the podcast. Yeah.
And then COVID.
Yeah, COVID too.
COVID.
That thing.
But we're ahead of COVID.
Uh-huh.
We're
No,
sliding
100%.
ahead of COVID.
Yeah.
So first, I want to just welcome everybody and say how excited I am. And we have a great deal of content to discuss today.
Should we introduce everybody?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's just
All
go
right,
down the line really quick.
But which way do you guys want to
let's
go?
start with Gage.
All right.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Gage.
Me? I'm Aiden Graberski.
I'm Johnny Fahey.
All right, so Gage is a first-year manager, transferred here from Utah, formerly of Arkansas, originally from Arkansas, correct?
Right.
And then he's a senior. AG is a senior, 2-year player, 2-year manager, and then the one, the only, the incomparable Johnny Fahey, heavily recruited as a manager this year, and is shining in the spotlight. And we will talk about why he was chosen and how he has fulfilled those expectations. But first,
Thornton Snack of the Week.
it's time.
Oh, wait, no.
No, it's time for Slide Thornton
Yeah,
Snack of the
okay,
Week.
yeah.
Cue the noise. Ding, ding.
Yeah.
Okay. And I had a lot of questions. A lot of people coming up to me, asking me, texting me, like, hey, are you going to do 3 different snacks? Are you going to do 3 or 1, like, composite snack for the 3 of them? How
Can
are
you
gonna do
quantify
this?
a lot? Is
More than 1.
Yeah.
more than one? Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
Nice. Wow.
So, I'm in there, as you guys know, like, I'm walking around, like, I tried not to think about it too much beforehand, but it was such a cumbersome task.
Yeah, that's a lot of
this week.
people.
I had to think about it a little bit last night, so, I did some prep work and was thinking. But today, we're going to test your guys' English skills, okay, because we are going full extended metaphor.
Okay.
Some might call it an allegory. Johnny, can you explain to us what an allegory is?
No.
Okay. So an extended metaphor or an allegory is when something is representative of something else, right? And we are going to describe the varsity basketball team as an automobile today.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to,
Okay.
I think as the coach, I am sitting in the back seat in the middle, okay? Sometimes people have another term for sitting in the middle in the back seat that we're not going to mention today. But I am sitting in the back seat middle on my hands, okay, as the coach, right? Mm-hmm. You're riding in the car, but you have some control and voice, but really on the floor you don't have much, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm hoping that by the time this part of the year rolls around, all the seniors are collectively sitting shotgun.
Okay.
They're making all the calls. Your captains or leaders are sitting in the driver's seat, helping maneuver the automobile with the steering wheel. Right? Over the course of the year, you build, the car that you're driving, whether it be, the shell of the car, the wheels of the car, all the stuff, like your talent and skill and ability to work together as a team is the engine of the car, metaphorically. Is everybody kind of picking up what I'm
following?
saying?
I'm following.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But all automobiles, right, need a certain thing to operate. Right? And what is that certain thing, Cohen?
Gas.
Yeah,
they need gas, right?
A lot of
and
gas.
sometimes drivers, and Johnny just crossed that threshold where you realize, like, if I'm going to drive, I have to know how to get gas. We celebrated him last week. He knows now how to get gas into his car. But a lot of times people.
That was actually very painful. I was the one that had to teach him. That was terrible.
It took like 5 minutes.
It was like
You've been a father figure for Johnny in so many different ways, and nothing more than he'll always remember that, being taught how to put gas into his car by a senior leader, Aiden Graberski. But sometimes when we drive, and it says hey, 10 miles to empty, or 5 miles to empty, we think we can go 12 miles, or I can get to school, or I can get to wherever I need to be without filling up gas. And you're sadly mistaken, because when you don't have gas in your car, right, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah,
right?
true.
So as a representative,
I'm so confused. I have no
Wait,
idea.
sorry. Can I just ask one question? Before?
Yeah.
What kind of car is the Hersey basketball team?
In your eyes.
Yeah.
I like that question.
that's a good question. That's fair. That's
What-
fair-minded.
What are we driving?
I don't think it's the flashiest car
Okay.
on the road. I don't think it's something that's showy from the outside, but it's something that gets the job done, gets you from point A to point B. Not always in the prettiest fashion, but it's not something that breaks down a lot, right? So I'm going to go with a very reliable model, right, that has a tendency to last for a very long time. And you guys might not know this, but this is nice little automobile insight.
Okay.
A Saab.
Oh,
That's-
Ove drives
I know
one
that.
in A Man
Yeah.
Called Ove. I don't know. Have you read that book?
No.
You should read A Man Called Ove.
Okay, but a Saab tends to run for a very
They're
long
Swedish
time.
cars.
Yeah, the only way that you can ruin a Saab is if you crash it, and that's,
Yeah.
I'm kind of sitting in the back, on
Yeah.
my hands,
Like-
hey, don't do this, don't
Yeah.
do that, but I can't.
Backseat driving.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm backseat.
But you don't ha- but you're
I
not-
do have a tendency to backseat.
But you're
drive.
not
I
the
understand
instructor where you can't just hit the brake on them.
that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
You're
am
not
a
hitting
certified
shotgun.
driver's ed
Yeah.
instructor. Fun fact. But again, I don't have the gas and the brake. All right, that's the players. I don't have the steering wheel. That's the players, right? But I always stop to get gas.
Yeah.
Right? And I got 3 guys that give us gas.
Yeah.
Right? All the time. So, in honor of that allegorical representation of the car, I got $10 gas cards for all my boys. Okay?
Big appreciation.
You guys got to come out to, my house in Lake Zurich for the team dinner on Thursday. Maybe you can stop, slide Thornton's, pick up gas on the way. I know you're sharing a car with your parents right now, right?
Yeah.
All right. Don't be that person that leaves the tank on empty. My wife does that all the time, as does my sister. I'm not going to say in a binary fashion that it's a female thing, but it tends to happen more with females than males, I think. And that's a generalization that I'm in no position to make, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because this is my platform. But don't be that guy, John.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
fill her
into
up.
the
Your
snacks
parents are
of
probably
the
paying
week.
for it anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just fill her up. I feel that though.
Did we?
Segue.
We'll get into you and your outstanding debts to people.
Oh my. Yeah.
But we're gonna
I know
start.
a couple. I know of a couple.
Can you
elaborate
We'll
on
talk
that?
about
Hey,
it later.
hey,
We'll talk
all
about
right,
it. We
that's
have to
coming
stay
up.
organized. So I'm going to start with our youngest. All right, Johnny Fahey. And for Johnny Fahey, we have
He called
Big
Big
League
League
Chew bubble gum.
I love that.
Okay. Hey, go and check the flavor. Blue Raz, battery acid. Okay. So I'm going to explain why Johnny is Big League Chew. Now, when we're growing up and we're all playing baseball as little kids, when someone brings Big League Chew, the dugout goes bananas,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
loves it.
That's
Everyone wants in.
So much flavor, right? An explosion of flavor in your mouth. We all love it. Like putting more in, putting it in the side of our mouths,
Yeah.
putting it in our lip,
Yeah.
imitating who we see on TV that may or may not have chewing gum in their mouth, but other things as well. And the reason why Johnny is identified with Big League Chew is it's a lot of flavor, okay? And he always starts practice out with a ton of energy and a ton of vibrance, right? He's taking jokes from other guys. He's smiling. He sometimes brings girls into the gym. We have to remove the girls from the gym.
Johnny.
Johnny is a charming, charismatic individual, right? Charming and charismatic would be the 2 first words to describe him. But Big League Chew, as flavorful as it is, quickly sometimes
It loses its flavor.
loses its
Yeah.
flavor. And
Oh,
Johnny
wow.
sometimes loses his focus, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we're in live drill. I go, John, are we keeping score? Oh, yeah, score. Oh, yeah, clock. He needs to be reminded. So sometimes it loses flavor. You have to take it out and then put in a new piece. I had a tremendous problem as a kid with swallowing gum.
Oh wow.
Wow.
When you're a little kid, you don't really see the consequence
Yeah.
of that. And so
Yeah, I can't say that.
my dad had an assistant like Coach Hess that always had gum. Coach Hess always has gum in. It's just like he just needs something to be busy, And I remember as a little kid, he would always offer me gum. My dad would be like, "No, you can't handle gum," because I'd swallow it. He'd be like, "Where'd your gum go?" I'm like, "I swallowed it." He's like, 7 years to digest. I didn't know how long 7 years was. I didn't really quantify that in my mind. And sometimes Johnny has that, that fleeting mind, right, that gets a little bit distracted. Or yesterday, he was submitting all of his math homework and transferring them from JPEGs to scannables, right? And sometimes you have to allow him to do those types of things in a practice environment, but he's never short on flavor, never short on energy. Thus, he is Big League Chew. Okay?
Thank you.
Go ahead, put some in.
Sure.
All right, next, we are going to go with Gage. Okay?
Gage.
And I wanted to give you guys something today that you've never tried before.
Oh, okay.
Because Gage, for many of us,
Was something we've never seen before.
thank you for finishing
Yeah.
my sentence.
I got you. I know where this is going.
We had maybe never met somebody who was born in Arkansas before, or
I know
lived-
someone who lives in Arkansas.
Good for you. Or
Kyle.
do you know anybody that lived in Arkansas and Utah?
No.
Didn't think so.
No.
And
No.
Texas. Yeah.
And Texas.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
His-
Traveling.
Wow.
His sports allegiance, we've talked about, is spread all over the United States. So today we're going to get into something that we've never tried before, but I know, because I'm a huge praline pecan fan, we're all going to enjoy. Now, this is a Snack Better Sahali snack mix, and it's a maple pecan glazed mix. Okay, so I want everybody to try one.
Did this come from Thornton's?
Dude,
I'm
yes.
just asking. Like,
Come on, stop trying to out me.
I'm not hot.
Okay.
All right, well, the Rice Krispies was obvious. You can't even blame that on us.
Do you like pecans? It's kind of a southern
I don't
snack.
even know what a
I'm glad
pecan
that you
is.
say pecan, not
Is it
pecan.
I was going to say,
It's
it's supposed to
pecan.
say or pecan.
It's pecan.
Who says
Yeah.
pecan?
Well, I spelled
Oh.
it. I spelled that way.
Yeah, that's how Johnny spells pecan.
Pecan a
P-E-C-A-N.
little way. I spelled it wrong.
Try some. Slide some down to Producer Co.
Yeah, give me some.
That's pretty gas.
That's good.
It's a gas pack. That's a nice way to describe it because, we have our
really good. Let me get
metaphorical
another
representations
That's really
of our
good.
team gas. Yes.
Those are nice.
You have to be willing to try things
Walnut?
that you've never had. I don't know how adventurous you guys are in terms of eating. I see Cohen as a very adventurous eater. I see you probably as the least
I
adventurous
knew he
eater
was
in the
going to
school.
say that. And that's so not true.
And I'm not really. I don't really go outside my comfort
Oh,
zone.
yeah. Whoa. Would you look at that?
I kind of stick to what I know and I
Yeah,
like.
people who speculate generally have very, very
Bad takes, yeah.
uninformed
Oh, is that so?
rationale as to what they're speculating. So did everybody enjoy?
That was really
Yeah, it's
good.
very
Yeah.
good.
And I think it goes without saying that we've all enjoyed Gage's presence over the course of the year.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we tried something that we didn't know, right?
That was
And
really
now-
good.
Yeah, and we'll share some as the podcast goes on.
This was really good. Yeah.
But that is my snack for Gage.
Okay, 2
Snack
for 2
number
so far. 2 for
Two
2
for
for
two. Now the last one's not a morning snack. I like to mix it up. The breadth or variety within the snack choices today was very eclectic. All right,
I'm
And
sure.
so-
I'm sure the Thornton's guy was looking at you like, "What is this dude doing?"
and I spend a lot of time in there.
Yeah.
Do you know them yet? The Thornton's guy on
It's always
Wednesday
somebody-
mornings?
it's always somebody new.
I've never even seen
It's always
somebody in
somebody
there
new.
twice.
So I'm gonna buy a pack of gum, some pecan mix, this last snack, and then 3 $10 gas cards. They're like, what are you trying to resell?
Yeah,
everybody?
yeah, that's
But last,
crazy.
every time I see this, now this is something that's been probably a product of the last 10 years, right? And it's built on the success of a former product, right? But every time I see this snack, I think like, man, what a world we live in, right? That we just get all the good parts of this snack mix and none of the rest, right? And Aiden Grabersky gives you all the good parts of what high schoolers give you, right? All the stuff like, when you're digging through snack mix and like, oh, I like that, but I don't like that. You don't have to pick out the bad
I
parts
see what you're saying.
with Aiden. And sometimes managers, right, and people who like email you and like, hey, I want to be a manager. They're weeds that look like daisies. They're offering to help, but they're going to end up being more high maintenance or more of a problem than the problems they solve. Okay, and that is 100% not the case with Aiden because you only get the good parts of the snack.
Right.
Right? You never see any negative quality from him. Right? He's always coming. He's always texting when he can't be there. And I think the coolest thing about Aiden is like sometimes he misses JV games because he wants to go watch his brother and support his brother, which I think is awesome, right? And watching his brother you see like a reflection of who Aiden was as a basketball player. And people forget, like, AG could hoop, man. Nobody brought more energy. Nobody had more, like, kind of a vibe out there. Nobody played harder. And Wyatt is the exact same way. So, you guys familiar with Gardetto's? Are you Gardetto's fans?
No clue what it could
No.
Okay,
I don't know
so
what that
Gardetto's is the snack mix. It's the Italian snack mix.
I
right?
think I've seen those.
And then the rye chips
Yeah.
are the part of the snack mix
Yeah.
that everybody enjoys.
crack those open.
You know, if you leave these out in a bowl at a party, okay, people are just picking out the rye chips, right?
Yeah.
And I wish I could just like cherry pick the rye chips out of people or students that I have, or you know, things like that. And like Aiden just gives you all the rye chips prepackaged. What a world we live in, right? That we
Yeah.
get the special request garlic rye chips. So again, garlic at 7:30 in the morning, not preferable,
Yeah.
but enjoy these with your lunch today, buddy.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And
I was thinking like the pink starbursts. You know how they like just give you the pink starbursts?
yeah, that's a good one.
That's where
That's
I was.
good.
But
going.
I thought about that. But
Did
the,
you?
the problem with that, though, is like there's no bad flavor of Starburst. People prefer
Orange.
pink and red.
I don't like
or
yellow.
orange and yellow. That's true.
Yeah.
It's like a 50-50.
And they all taste the same.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
it's the thought of what
Yeah.
you're eating. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
hear what you're saying.
When you're eating a
Yeah.
pink starburst,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah, it's woo. Yeah. Woo.
That's what gets you going.
Yeah, that's what gets him going.
All right. And then last, to quantify all of
Oh,
them in
wow.
a single snack. So I really did it all.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Wow, we even have
I did
another-
the allegorical gas, right? The individual snack for each of them. Look at this guy chomping on his big league chew.
Anybody
Your
wants-
mouth is so blue.
So blue.
So
I
blue.
saw that.
And that's such a Fahey move. To
anyone
go
else want some?
to go into first period with a blue mouth is such a Fahey move, right?
Does anybody else want some?
No, I'm good. I'm good for right
we're
now.
good. We're
You
good.
keep
I
that
usually
over
don't
there.
like a blue mouth before 8 a.m.
See, he doesn't care though. That's what I love about John.
I like don't care that you know.
Last-
You're good for that.
I think as a package group of three, these guys have saved my life so many times
I
in terms
love
of, Johnny with the black bag. Okay, he brings the black bag. The black bag's got necessary stuff in it. Okay, we give Johnny a lot of names. Johnny Blue Jeans when he wears jeans. Johnny Two Times. Johnny Boxaziti when he's got the black bag.
Okay,
In
yeah.
Italian mob movies.
Yeah. All right.
Package of $1,000 is a box of ziti.
Okay.
So that black bag is our box of ziti. Johnny box of ziti.
Okay.
But Lifesavers Neons, because they bring so much personality and
Oh,
flavor to our
nice.
team, right? But also in the name, they are life-saving individuals.
Yeah.
Hersey Basketball does not exist without these three, right? And the car doesn't go anywhere without the gas.
Yeah.
And we've been very fortunate in my time here to have incredible managers and assistant coaches. These three, Patrick Rocks, belated
Happy birthday.
shout out to P. Rocks, who's now
Way to work that.
managing the women's team at Kansas. John Ocon, who moved on from manager here to UIC. We've just had a lot of great managers and statisticians who have
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
a lot of times you have to sell managers on it. They've made the job cool.
Yeah, that's true.
You
I'd
know?
agree.
Like we get, Casper and Clausen and now Armstrong and Flom
Flom.
as statisticians, right? They've made the job cool, and
Yeah.
I don't have to work to recruit anymore. They've made the position desirable.
Yeah. I know. It's,
And I'm
how many
tremendously
emails do you
thankful for
get for the manager thing? Like a good amount or like?
I'm gonna say a lot. I'm gonna say more than one. Right, Cohen?
Cohen
Yeah.
doesn't like that. Cohen doesn't like
I don't know
that.
how you say that's a lot, but yeah.
What's a
Um,
lot to you?
I don't know, like at least. I mean, it depends the context, obviously.
When someone says several, how many do you think they?
5 to 7.
like yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, somewhere around 5.
I always thought several was more than 4.
Oh,
yeah,
I mean,
of
yeah,
course.
we're close
A
there.
couple's 2, a few's 3, several's more
and
than
a
4.
lot like is at least like 15 to 20.
Wow. I don't think he likes
a bizarre-
that.
Maybe more than 10. Maybe
That's a
more
bizarre
than 10.
metric.
Okay,
Um,
whatever.
2 things before we hop into the hoops questions. Jay Cohen, you're gonna love it when you see his new the questions for the managers. You're gonna love the graphic. It's amazing.
Managerial question.
It's like some good work. Jay
He kind
Cohen
of throws
put
me
it.
for a hype letdown when he sends me the questions, then it's just a blank document.
Because I just shared the document
Yeah.
with you.
Oh wait, you do share it with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
At
Oh.
like
on there.
at like 10:30 at night, so my phone rings. I'm like, oh, I had an email. Oh, okay. Cohen. Oh, Hersey Hoops questions. I'm gonna open this, and it's a blank.
Yeah, it's because we
Because
haven't
we
done it
just, like,
yet.
the
I
biggest,
literally do it at like 11:30.
It's the biggest decrescendo of all time. It's like,
I saw you looking at it as I was sitting there, like trying to type it out, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, I usually have.
Why is he just
I was
lurking
busy
on this
yesterday.
right now?
All right, let's slide into the questions.
Okay, hoops questions.
Yeah, this is hoops.
Hoops questions. Last Friday, Hersey went to Elk Grove and won in a very decisive way, 78-35. What allowed Hersey to take such a commanding lead, and what did you see from the guys on the court?
GD?
Whoa.
Into the mic.
Yeah, and Aiden. I'm gonna like a little closer, just because we're
I appreciated the passing.
Ooh.
I thought we had a really good passing game.
Absolutely. I thought it was our best passing game of the year.
nice.
I like that.
We'll go all four. All right. Well, each person will get a comment in.
Huppa got a dunk in there.
Hop
A bit of
dunked.
a graze.
Time out. What are we claiming as a dunk? 'Cause that was rim grazing. At
It
its
was a
best.
grazer.
That was.
I'm not going to classify it as a dunk, but I am going to say it was better than Johnny's dunk.
There you go.
Okay, that's fair.
Johnny dunk too.
He
Allegedly.
attempted.
Allegedly. Okay.
He came to a complete stop,
Oh.
timing up his steps, and then got fouled and missed both free throws. Love you, Johnny, but that was not a dunk.
Okay. Well.
But yeah,
Good
I think
tech, though.
The passing was excellent. I agree with that. I second Gage's comment. I think we moved the ball well. We had some possessions that we watched together on film that were just 2 or 3 dribbles and got great looks. And you know, I thought we passed the ball really well. I thought everybody, you know, got to play and did a good job out there. There were no letdowns when the bench guys came in, and that's, you know, the idea of bringing guys off the bench is there's no drop off. So I thought that was a good thing too.
What I'm gonna say is definitely. It obviously happened on Friday, but it's happened a couple games before this. But it's like the amount of like not selfish moves. Like everyone, somebody makes a mistake, they're all coming together now and like talking to each other, keeping their confidence up so they can keep shooting.
Love that.
So yeah.
Good answer.
Oh.
I think the rebounding. We had like 97% of
Defensive rebound
defensive
percentage.
rebounds.
Yeah.
Which is
Way to bring out the
All-time
stats
high.
too.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
that's
I
an all-time
love that.
high.
So
Yeah.
our goal as a team in defensive rebound percentage is 75%. It's something that we track. And
The statisticians. Right? That's-
statistician.
Statisticians. That's
Okay.
what I meant.
But it was 97.3 or something like that. I think we let up 1, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and Coach Hess, as a numbers guy too, is always like, well, that's dependent on how many shots they shoot, you know, and free throws they miss. Like, it's obviously harder to get a high number when they shoot more shots because it's more opportunity. It's opportunity cost, right? But we did a great job with that and allowing a team only 1 offensive rebound over the course of a long game was fantastic.
Yeah.
And a lot of missed shots too.
Yeah. And then rematch with Prospect on Friday. And what did you wait? What's this question asking, Connor?
What do you plan to do?
What do you plan to do
To secure
to
the win.
secure the win in the future?
Looking forward.
Yes.
Yeah, we plan to close out well and defend well. I think our defense and level of defensive engagement and intensity, engagement
Nice.
will determine if we win, and then you know, our offense, if our defense is there, will determine by how much, I think. But we're really focused this week. I'm gonna make a personal guarantee there will be no broken clipboards.
I like the broken clipboard.
No,
It's a
I
good
got-
look.
no.
It's a good look. Real
No,
good
it's
look.
not a good look. It's not a good look. But Gage, go ahead. Anything else?
Gotta clamp up on them shooters, man. They shoot.
Yeah, they do shoot a lot.
Clamp up on them shooters.
Not getting outworked in the post is what we're gonna work on.
Like that.
last prospect game. I spilled water all over the court, so I'm gonna try to not do that this time.
Johnny's had.
He did spill water all over the court.
We've talked about that on the pod.
Yeah, we did talk about
He
that.
blamed it on. Would you blame it on Luxem?
Keegan, I was reaching over. Quinn asked for
He's
water, and so I
blue-mouthed.
was trying to reach it over.
I can't take you seriously with those blue teeth.
And Keegan,
Johnny Blue Teeth today.
Keegan went up because someone shot a 3. He got super hyped, and it smacked the water out of my hand and it went everywhere. So
Don't you have to be ready for that though? Like you have
OC
to,
was
like-
chirping him.
Yeah. So two things that there's that debacle, and then at Rolling Meadows in the sophomore game, Joey Brown had a bloody nose and got blood over his uniform, and he's got the box of ZD, you know. So I'm like, hey, blood jersey, this is your time, and he was like playing Candy Crush on his phone. He's like, oh, let me, or Farmville. He's like, let me sell this cow first, you know, whatever goes on in Farmville. I'm like, no, I need the jersey now, John. You know,
that did not happen. I don't even know what Farmville is.
you know what's? Can I slide
Yeah.
a quick anecdote in
Yeah,
about Johnny?
no, of course.
Yeah.
So recently, you know, I teach junior American Lit, and Johnny's a sophomore, but like junior girls will be coming into class and like giggly, like Johnny Fahey says hi. And I'm like, what? How do you know Johnny Fahey? They're like, everybody knows Johnny. And they like bat their eyelashes about Johnny. I'm like, interesting. So
guy, yeah.
Biggest ladies man. You gotta see his snap.
See
Johnny
his
Don's. Snap right
That's
there.
just not. All right.
can we share your @snap handle? Let's share your snap handle.
Sure.
Get you some followers.
I think
Yeah,
it's-
we'll put it up
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
I think it's
we'll flash
I
it.
think it's Johnny Fahey 33 or Johnny.
He
Fahey
thinks.
33.
He thinks.
Yeah, you don't think anything.
There
Tell
might-
us what it is.
There might be a dot in the middle of Johnny and Fahey, but I'm not sure. I think
Okay.
it's just Johnny Fahey.
Can we change it
33.
to like Casanova? Casanova 33.
Does it cost money to change your Snapchat username? Pretty sure it does.
I think adults like would recognize, the comparison with Johnny. He's a combination of a few characters maybe from the 90s. You guys never seen Saved by the Bell, but he's a combination of Zach Morris,
I don't know who that is, but I know what the
wanting
show
to
is.
call like time out in class. You guys need to watch Saved by the Bell. Zach Morris, Rico Suave, Ricardo Montalban. You know who Ricardo
Okay,
Montalban
we're
is?
just throwing names around right now.
And then Right Said Fred, the guy who's saying like, I'm too sexy. for
Oh,
my
oh,
shirt."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's a combination of all those people.
I got
And
one
Zac
before.
Efron in 17 again. He's
Wait,
a combination
you think
of
he's
all.
like coming back as seven? Like he's
No,
grown
he's just
man?
he has a lot of similar qualities to Efron when he was going through high school
Okay,
in that movie.
Sure, I'll give you that.
And maybe Michael J. Fox in Teen Wolf.
What? All right, we're moving on. Managerial questions. Jay Cohen made a nice little new graphic.
And a little like bell ringing
Yeah.
too.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
cool. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. I'm gonna watch
Cool.
it just for that. Yeah. All right, so we'll go get straight into that. What was each of your guys' paths towards becoming a manager for Hersey Basketball Team? For the Hersey Basketball Team.
Let's start with AG.
Well, obviously, he said I was a 2-year player for freshman and sophomore, but then going into junior year this summer, had a knee injury, had to get surgery. So junior year, I was like, obviously, I'm going to stay around. So I couldn't do anything, so I stayed with managing and then kept going until this year.
Yeah.
GD.
Moved here, wanted to play basketball, realized that it wasn't my passion, that I want to be an NBA statistician when I got older, and so this is like the first step for that.
I was walking by the black box, and they were doing yoga, and I joined in. And I did yoga with the team. And then Coach Scott afterwards texted my dad and was like, does he want to be a manager? Because I don't really remember the reasons why, actually.
Wow.
Wow.
That's unreal. Is that true?
What?
That is like 100% true.
So, a little bit in more detail. MK had worked for me in the summer, and MK is incredible.
Shout out.
Right? Like, if I'm lucky enough to have a daughter one day, I want her to be as cool as MK. I really do. But anyways, so Johnny, yeah, I've known Johnny for a long time. I've known his parents for a long time. Like just a magnetic person, And I think he brings that unique blend of like, hey, I can be competitive and serious when I need to, but I also can keep the team loose and funny, and having a good time. And so much about high school basketball is the combination of things being fun and things being rewarding, and some things being both fun and rewarding. And being around Johnny Fahey is fun. He makes everything better, and he makes guys laugh, and he's the only one that can like make fun of guys like Quinn and Grove, and they take it from Fahey.
Yeah.
Grove doesn't take it.
Yeah. Or like when he gets like the mitten pads on in practice and just like beats those guys to hell. And they get so pissed at Johnny, but they can't do anything because like I'm on Johnny's side. It's just hilarious. I just knew it would be a good experience for our team and a good experience for John. And so, I talked to his dad. His dad's like, he's got a lot of baseball. I'm like, well, baseball definitely comes first. Like that's his passion. But like we just want him around whenever we can. And he was handpicked.
Yeah.
Johnny Fahey was
So
handpicked.
you just joined yoga. You just grabbed the
They were
mat.
in there-
I've done the yoga a couple times.
They were in there.
It's a good
and
time.
Hup was like, yeah, you want to go do yoga with us? I was like, yeah, sure. And I just got another ride because I was going home with Charlie. And then Hup asked me to do yoga. So I was like, Charlie, you can go. I'm going to.
It's great.
How serendipitous,
Okay, define.
Serendipitous means
Tell us.
characterized by serendipity. You're in the right place at the right time.
Oh, wonderful.
Use the internet, guys.
All right.
What are the daily and I guess game day tasks of a Hersey basketball manager?
Let's start with GD on this one.
All right, so if you've ever sat in Orange Crush, you see me with the paper. I usually just jot down like tally marks of what's going on. So like offensive rebounds, turnovers, free throws, simple stuff.
And then before we come in at halftime, he has those on the whiteboard. So we know how many post touches we have, how many offensive rebounds we've given up, how many turnovers we have, and those are a good gauge of how well we're doing. Don't roll your
Keep 'em
eyes.
coming.
That one was.
There's two of them now. Like, are we gonna get a third?
You never know.
Keep them rolling.
AG.
For holy for game days, we got rebounding the shots for pregame, and then fill up waters. Obviously, nothing sets me off more than when you have the water filled up. You go to hand it, and they're like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I get
know.
to
They
hear
know.
about it.
I get livid. Just take the
I
water.
did know- I
Just
did
take
know
the
that.
water. So yeah, that's
Wow.
game day.
Black bag, and then whenever
Boxes
needed.
Edie.
What is
Yeah.
that? I still don't really understand.
It's
for
got
it.
like the board and like towels in it and stuff like that.
With the one that he
The
broke.
blood
too, or-
uniform, right? The warm-ups that somebody always inevitably forgets.
Okay.
Okay. So without the black bag,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're a shell of yourself.
I understand that. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I like this question, Jay Cohen. Who on the team has impressed you most this year? I like that question.
It's not a question for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
With anything, it could be basketball
Yeah,
related.
yeah,
it could
yeah,
be
yeah.
Probably Mike Jasper, because
Ooh, okay.
I'm in his engineering class, and that kid is, I love that kid. He's super funny, and if like I didn't know him before, and he was like very quiet, and he's like super social with me now in that class.
That's a bad point. I'll take that.
valid.
I'll go with the basketball form. I got Rick DeVito. From the beginning of the year, he was like nervous and shy, and like was like kind of he had like that timid look in the court, but then now it's like grown because he's had more connections with the team, and just like he's being himself now. So.
Slicky?
Slick Rick.
Slick Rick the Pekin Dragon.
Slick Rick, peek and stick.
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, there's like Max, who's a baller. You know, J Huff, who started as a freshman. He's impressive as always. Jared Rigg, great ball handler and everything he does. But I gotta say, Crafty.
Ooh.
That kid's a hard worker, and now he's like what, 7th, 8th man off the bench. I mean, he's a great player.
That's a respectable answer for sure.
Crafty. Freshman
Yeah.
beat pride.
Yeah, that's my boy right there.
Nobody's
SOS
outworked their potential more than Mike Crafton, man. Potential is just something people say until you work to meet it or work past it, and he's done a great job. Statistician reference, 8 assists, 1 turnover in his last 5 games.
Jeez.
It's a great stat line.
Good
right
ratio.
There.
That's
That's
pretty
very good.
Ratio.
What was I gonna say? I lost it. You got the next question. I had one and I just.
Yeah, so this one's for the seniors more so.
Yeah.
Do we
Maybe
have
you're good on
plans
this.
for next year yet?
Ooh.
I just thought we
Yeah.
have to throw it in. You know.
That's a great little slide we did up.
You want to take this one? You want me to go first?
Like, what do you mean for
Like
plans?
what? College?
Where are you
Yeah.
going to
Maybe not
college?
even college. I don't know.
I'm
You
going,
tell
your
me.
plan?
I'm going Dominican to play baseball because I mean that's my passion, like John. But that's my after this.
Big baseball season coming up.
There you go.
Going to the University of Arkansas. With
Ooh.
Ooh, pig suey.
Honestly, I mess with the Arkansas kind of. Like I don't
Yeah.
like. I liked Arkansas when they had Justin
you
Smith.
mess around and find out.
I like
with
their
Arkansas?
basketball team actually. I like was like, all right. When they were in the tournament, that run, that wasn't last year. 2 years ago, I think. I was definitely cheering for Arkansas. I messed with Arkansas low key.
Yeah, I like Arkansas too. I love Coach Muss. And the
Yeah,
Muss Bus.
I was trying to
Nice.
think of his name and I couldn't think of it
You know,
honestly.
so obviously with Gage and his dream to become an NBA statistician, nobody has more NBA connections in college basketball than Eric Musselman, who has coached in the G League and the D League when it was the D League, and then in the NBA as well. So Gage and I reached out to him and his staff last week, and we're trying to get him a managerial statistician position there, so we could root for the Razorbacks without inhibition, right? Woo pig.
okay, move on.
John Daly, Arkansas grad too.
Hot seat. I love John Daly. Big John Daly guy.
Yeah,
I respect that man a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot seat.
not a cool throw.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Whoa, new question
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't agree with it, but
I-
all right, we'll run it up. I'm gonna do each question. I'll do you answer. We can go same way every time. Just go however you guys want. Is LeBron the GOAT?
No, never.
I'll Always stick with Jordan.
No.
Yeah.
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 You
Can I answer
Yeah,
this?
of course.
Yeah.
I do not think LeBron is the best basketball player of all time. I do think he's had the best basketball career.
Yeah,
in NBA
I'm there
history.
with that.
Yeah.
And I'm also a big supporter of I think LeBron would probably beat anybody in a one-on-one game.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
basketball is not a one-on-one game, so I don't think that has anything to do with the
Have
talk.
you guys done any research on the conspiracy theory that Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan's
I
son?
Son,
have.
yes.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I've
Yes,
seen
that's
that.
all-
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Jimmy High Roller. Does anyone know who
Jimmy
that
High
is?
Roller,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like Johnny Boxaziti, Jimmy High Roller.
Nah, that's.
But
you knew.
I think that's an interesting. I was first made aware of this whole conspiracy yesterday on Patrick Rox's birthday, who
Okay.
is the biggest Jimmy Butler
yeah.
fan in the history
Yeah,
of Jimmy
he
Butler
is. He
fans.
is. He is.
So I'm like, give me your thoughts on this, and I sent him like a screenshot of something off Instagram or something, and he was like, "It's out there, but it's conceivable.
Yeah.
It's conceivable." He's like, "A lot of boxes checked, Coach."
Yeah. Like it's.
For those of you who don't know, look it up.
It's
Right.
very interesting.
Very interesting.
Like honestly, watch the Jimmy High Roller video on it because like that. I promise you, like you have no idea yet, but like that dude is reliable as it comes with that stuff.
Reliable as it comes might be a bit of an overstatement.
Well, no,
but
like his videos about
let
that
that
stuff in general tend to be very informative, and I agree with a lot of things he says. Okay.
All right.
Wait,
here.
How do you feel about LeBron breaking the record last night?
Yeah, that's.
I
what this question
cannot
came from.
believe they just stopped the basketball game and they just said, "Wait 30 minutes. We'll play later." Like that was the most unbelievable
I
concept.
agree.
I was sitting there and I was like, "Oh, he got it." And then the game just like the refs were like, "Stop," and I was just I was in complete shock. That's really all I have to say.
Kareem was like they
Kareem
kept on zooming in.
Yeah,
on him. He looked sick.
Well, he was sipping vodka cran the whole game. They had the dude getting like drunk over there. There's like 5 videos of him chugging it. And, like I don't know what they were doing last night. I just thought that whole ceremony was stupid.
That's
Like,
gonna be the one like most memed thing of all
Yeah.
time. I feel like Kareem's face, just that whole process.
I mean, are you sure it was vodka cran?
It-
What if the guy just likes cranberry
All right,
juice?
cranberry juice
Hey,
straight up in
hey.
a cup. Yeah, in one of the
Yeah.
bar cups for sure. But like, sure, it was probably just cranberry juice. I'm sure.
It's a natural diuretic.
All right. Yeah, sure. I'm sure that's what he was drinking.
All right,
Watching
guys.
His record, watching his 30-year record get broken. Yeah, I'm sure.
I saw this video. It was like, that's impressive. But like Kareem had to only do it 2 points.
Yeah,
They didn't have
yeah.
the 3
There
points.
was like one
three-pointers.
three-pointer.
It was 3
For, like,
pointers and like
yeah.
1,000 free throws, and LeBron has like 8,000 free
Yeah.
throws and
Like
like
2,000
however many
threes,
threes.
yeah.
Yeah, that was very interesting. I mean, that dude literally made 31,000 like shots.
Yeah.
Like that record will never get broke.
I'm actually reading Kareem's memoir right now.
Oh really?
Becoming Kareem. Obviously,
Yeah,
Kareem's history as like a political activist and outspoken Buddhist and stuff like that. It very interesting guy. I'm not sure if you watched on HBO.
I was just about to
Winning
talk
Time.
about that. They
He
didn't
was-
really get into it, but like they.
Yeah, but a lot of the Lakers, Magic and Kareem were very, and Jerry West were
Yeah.
very disappointed with how they were portrayed in that show.
Oh really? They didn't.
Yeah,
So
spoke out against it.
I saw something about Jerry West that said like he literally turned it off and he was like ready to.
Well, they portray him as a drunk because
Yeah.
you got,
Yeah.
17-year-olds thinking that everything's vodka cranberry all the time.
True. I mean, dude. Okay, whatever.
Maybe it was Hawaiian Punch, dude.
All right. Yeah. I'm sure he stuck a little bit of Hawaiian punch in.
All right.
next question.
Favorite vacation spot you guys have been? Gage has a great
Hawaii.
answer.
Good
gotta
one.
be Hawaii.
Yeah, easy.
Nothing more exotic?
Turks
What
and
is?
Caicos soon.
Turks and Caicos.
Turks
soon.
and Caicos soon, but Hawaii. For now.
Nothing in Utah? Park City?
Park City is dope.
Okay.
Went to Park City.
These pralines, by the way,
They're really
You were
good.
munching on them
Yeah,
all.
they were
I
really
was
good.
munching.
I gotta go with either the Virgin Islands or I love myself some Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
fair.
buddy.
Fair.
There you go.
Aruba.
Aruba, I love
Yeah.
Aruba.
Aruba's
great
super
time.
windy.
Jamaica.
yeah. I'm so excited for Faye's answer on this one. What is one meal you can cook?
I make frozen pizzas like daily. And I eat them
you're not
daily.
cooking.
Not cooking.
Cooking on its own?
Yes.
I don't think I can. Honestly. Like if the world like went into like a zombie apocalypse, I think I'd be screwed.
Just because you can't.
I
He would
can't
be
cook.
screwed because he can't make food, not anything else. He would be screwed because he can't make food.
I don't know how to cook at all.
Well, survival of the fittest. If we're on an island, I'm taking you.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Why does that make sense at all? Just for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
You got to be entertained.
Yeah. Don't undersell entertainment. You
Yeah.
can't make a single scrambled eggs.
I can make scrambled eggs. I can
Like,
do that.
why
I can
would
do it
you
in a
say
microwave. I can make eggs in a microwave, scrambled eggs.
Why?
What? Because my mom didn't feel comfortable. Like I was like really young. She didn't feel comfortable with me on this. So she told me that I forgot what it's called.
On this.
The pan?
The pan. Stove. That's what it is. And she told me how to make it.
How
in a
many
microwave.
burners? Let me ask you this: how many burners are on the Fahey family stove? You got a 6 burner, 4
Uh,
burner?
He's not gonna know.
6 or 8? 6.
Okay.
I think it's
What
6.
about the grill? Can if I gave you like a package of brats or hot dogs,
I could probably toss one on there and get lucky with one of them.
can you turn on the grill?
Yes.
Walk us through the steps.
You go over to the. I need to be at it, but there's a switch on the right that you turn first.
No propane tank.
I don't know.
I rest my case.
Moving on. Aiden, what's a meal you can cook?
Chicken.
Chicken.
I love myself some
Chicken, man. Fried. I mean, grilled.
Yeah,
what?
That's a
Protein.
wide.
Grilled.
Yeah, that's a
Grilled
wide.
chicken. There you go.
Okay. Grilled chicken.
Protein.
I can get you a good pancake, bacon, egg breakfast. I
Oh.
can make a
Oh
burger
yeah.
today.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll
What-
take that.
Is there anything you miss, like Utah cuisine or Arkansas cuisine, that you don't see around here ever?
Can't think of anything off the top of my head, but let me tell you, they didn't have sweet tea in Utah, and that's my #1 drink. And they got a little bit of it here.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
I still remember the first time because we went to homecoming together.
Yeah.
And you guys know the olive oil with cheese and bread, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He
Yeah.
had
Age is
no
that, dude.
idea what that was. He was so confused of what we were doing.
Where was it at?
Oh, shoot.
It's right by. It's
Yeah, no.
yeah. I
Had to have been an Italian place, but
Wait,
did you
so
like
you've
it?
you've never done that before? That's crazy because that's like
Exactly,
top
that's what I was
thing. That's
thinking.
like
Yeah. When that happens to me, they cannot bring enough bread.
yeah, no, literally
Like,
like
just keep every time
Yeah.
you see me with like 2 pieces of bread left, just bring it.
yeah,
up.
no. So that's so funny you said we were just at dinner for my sister's birthday not that long
Happy
ago.
birthday,
Katie Krebs.
Katie Krebs.
And,
KK.
yeah, true. But yeah, no. So we were at like a place with bread or whatever, and it was honestly the best bread I've ever had. This place in the city, Trivoli Tavern.
Yeah.
It's like unreal. Like the food there was amazing, and their bread, dude. Oh, I could not stop. Like I was taking from both sides until they were empty, and then I'd be like, "Get the bread," and then they'd bring 2 more. It was amazing, and they had like this. Oh, dude, I. Could
You were
go on.
Carbo Krebs.
Dude, I was running up that bread. I promise you, it was so good. You got the next question.
Who on the team would make the best president?
Obvious answer. I mean, it's got to be Max,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
He has the most votes, but
I think he's
it's
running
gotta
away
be.
with it.
AG.
president.
yes.
I was thinking of Mike Jass right off the bat. That's what I was.
It's
going
like
with.
a two-man race, I
My
think,
two
between
are
them.
Mike and Max for sure.
I think Max is the best though.
Yeah. He's a big Charlie Schiffman supporter in the
It's
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
The Kennedy, yeah.
Charlie
Analogy.
Kennedy. Yeah.
Yeah. That like sounds like what one of the Kennedy's names would be. Charlie Kennedy. Yeah.
It does.
Guilty music pleasure. Start with Fahey.
Yeah.
I'm not guilty about it. I enjoy some old music.
Don't
Like-
don't disappoint your father now.
I enjoy some old music, some Billy Joel, some
Oh,
Bruce
oh,
Springsteen.
wow.
Bruce.
Okay,
That's
fair.
entertainment of the 20th century.
See, but that's not guilty at all. I
Badlands.
can't. I genuinely can't say that's guilty, but I'll take it. Aiden. Did you ever listen to what Danny said? I forgot.
Trevor Hall.
How was-
Travis
how
Hall.
was it?
It was good.
Yeah?
It was good.
Okay.
Very low key.
Yeah.
Bryce Vine.
I don't know.
Bryce
See?
Vine. Country.
No, he's not actually.
Is it like?
So that's why I always listen to country. But Bryce Vine is my go-to. Like, I don't even know what type of music it would be, but he's a good artist.
Okay.
like
I
his
love when
music.
people give us new things.
Yeah. All right. I'll try it. Maybe try it if I remember. I didn't do Danny's.
I think this answer gets like pretty vulnerable. This is a real guilty
Oh.
pleasure.
Oh. when
Tell you
you
something.
precedent like that.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So my mom, I grew up listening to a little bit of pop punk because of my mom. She loved that grunge stuff, early 2000s. I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind listening to a little bit of the newer MGK.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah.
that's
Machine Gun Kelly.
yeah.
Yep.
I get heated for that one. A lot of people flame me for it.
Really?
But
I think a
don't
lot of
mind.
people listen to him. I don't think I've ever actually heard a Machine Gun Kelly song in my life. But
I couldn't tell you one. Yeah, no.
he is dating Megan, right? Yeah. So like, good for him. Like, I don't know. That's fine.
All respect
Um,
up there.
Speaking of
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Throw that in.
What's
That
your
was- that
guys'
was a
celebrity crush?
I just did a
Celebrity
nice little
crush.
tie.
That
in
was
there.
very
that was
nice. The transition
that was
was
well
fine.
Can't say Megan Fox.
Yeah.
She's 40. Okay? She's 40. You can't. Not that you can't have a crush on a 40-year-old, but like you guys, she's out of your
Johnny Fahey
age
start.
demographic.
I think Justin Verlander is the luckiest guy in the world because he's dating Kate Upton.
Oh yeah, that came up as a good answer.
I love Sarah Cameron.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ryan
Sarah-
Stearns.
yeah,
Ryan
there you go.
Stearns. No, she's the Outer Banks.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Maddie Klein. Dude, it's got to be Margot Robbie.
Margot
All
Robbie.
fair,
gotta
fair.
be
Okay,
Those are all
good
very
answers.
valid. Yeah, those are bad. What would be your dream job? Gage kind of already. Go ahead. Yeah.
NBA statistician, but I think my ultimate biggest dream is I want to do what Stephen A. Smith does, Max Kellerman does,
Yeah.
their debatesman.
Yeah.
You know, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Max Kellerman. I love Max Kellerman.
I love Max Harmon too, and Stephen.
He
A.
started as a boxing
guy.
announcer.
Yeah.
If you want a really good Stephen A. podcast, I highly suggest
I don't
you watch. You don't like Stephen A.
I don't enjoy Stephen A.
Wow. Okay. Hot take.
We got. I want to be a teacher, like either a math or gym teacher.
Gym teacher's
PE.
low-key the way it goes.
Don't say gym.
Sorry,
man.
my bad. PE teacher.
Jim takes PE. Remember,
Oh,
Jim is a
yeah,
person.
whatever,
right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll do.
His mouth is still so blue.
I'm still chewing on it. I keep on putting more in.
It's only getting bluer.
I'll either be a White Sox pitcher or
Ooh.
take Steve Stone's position as the announcer for the White Sox. So
How do you feel about Jason Benetti?
I love him. He's great.
I think
He's
he's really good.
fantastic.
I think he's really good. I like Jason Benetti.
Yeah, baseball's the one
So,
sport I cannot do.
Like, yeah, as an announcer, I think a great pathway to help you get there, the heir to the throne of the Hersey Hoops pod.
Maybe.
Now,
Maybe.
we're going to test his follow-through. Does he sign up for the class?
What class is it again?
Don't ask me, man.
Multimedia.
Oh, I'm going into that next.
I really hope that
Next
you
year.
can do it next.
So
year.
if you're going to be...
You'll need to find a producer.
Steve Stone is a color guy, though. Benetti's a play-by-play. I think you need to be the play-by-play, and you need to find a color guy or gal. I know you got...
Speaking of,
I know you got your ear to the ground with the gals.
Speaking
Speaking
of
of
announcing, me
announcing.
and Cohen are about to get after it this week. We got tonight. We have the girls' game. They play Fremd in the MSL Conference Championship, and then Friday we finally on the mic for the prospect game.
Oh, nice.
Back to back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't done it in a while,
Good
honestly.
time.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Tonight is the Scott Bowl. My wife teaches at Fremd, obviously, and I'm a huge Hersey fan.
El
So,
Clasico.
yeah, we're making a big family experience. Dean's coming out. Lou's staying up past his bedtime.
Yo.
You know, I told Dean last night there will be no gymnastics room visits. We're watching the game.
Me and Connor will be up in the gymnastics
We'll be in the
room.
gymnastics room anyways, so
Come
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
us.
No, I'm not going. I'm not taking him up there.
What's What's your favorite drink
in the world.
in the world?
Sweet tea, no ice.
Yeah, valid.
Not even easy ice?
No.
No, ma'am.
Really? Honestly, I'd probably go sweet tea as well. I love Cane's.
Yes.
There you go.
Sweet tea,
There
no
you
ice
go.
at Cane's is
I'm bringing him to
unbelievable.
Arkansas.
Full flavored Pepsi. That's what Fahey's going.
No,
Full flavor.
Arnold Palmer, and I have
Oh,
I have a
okay,
little bit of a
okay.
funny story about it too.
Oh,
Give me the
So,
story.
I was at a graduation party, I think, and I didn't know what Arnold Palmer spiked was,
Ah, yes.
and I had 3 of them,
Oh my god.
having no idea what Arnold Palmer spiked was, and I then went on to throw up. It was not a great day, and I now know and I now know to check for a spike on the can.
So, how fast did you drink these?
I downed Arnold Palmer.
Down to right.
Popped him.
So, anyways, I got so many questions about this, but I'm gonna limit myself to like 2 or 3. Did anybody notice that you were drinking Arnold Palmer Spiked?
I would never.
Well, there was Arnold Palmer and Arnold Palmer
'Cause-
Spike.
and
I just
they come
grabbed
in
it
the
from wrong
same
one.
exact-
and
like,
it looks the exact same,
it's
except for
the
there's like a
exact
little
same.
spike thing at the bottom.
Yeah.
And
that's very
my dad's
misleading.
friend came up to me and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm just. What do you mean?" he went into me. So
That is hilarious. I was so not ready for that. I thought you were
Wow.
gonna say like
Wow.
somebody brought you one or something like that. I was not ready for that.
I like that answer.
That's a great answer.
And such is the beauty of
Yeah,
Johnny
that
Fahey.
is great. Oh wow.
Hey, good things come to those who wait. If you're sticking around to listen,
Yeah,
all the
in
way
fact,
through
if you're
this,
still here by
what
this
a
point,
great
I hope
nugget.
you laughed. All right, last question. My favorite question of them
Yes.
all. What would your specific warning label read? So whoever's right, this one is kind of a thinker. So I'll give you guys a
Again,
little
ask
time.
if you need clarity.
Yeah. What have we had? We've had Quinn said
High voltage.
High voltage.
May change your mood.
Charlie was I don't know. Mike was
Hard work or something.
Yeah. What was Danny's last week?
Something about
None.
work again.
Switch.
No off switch.
Yeah,
No
no,
off
off
switch.
switch. That was fire.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good one. I thought about this last night because I watched a few of them. So I put impulsive.
Oh,
So-
that's a
Nice.
I think that's a pretty good one for me.
Good. Yeah.
I second that.
Undecisive.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Indecisive.
Indecisive.
Yeah.
my bad,
Okay.
my
Same.
bad.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
was there. I got you.
Yeah,
I was there.
We're following.
I'm gonna say come at your own risk.
What was it? I didn't hear.
Come at your own risk.
Come at your own risk.
Danger.
All through valid. No, those are good. Shout outs. I have a couple. Once again, girls basketball conference championship tonight.
Be there.
Be there. Wear orange. And if you can't be there, listen to the live stream today
Yes.
or Friday. How about them Hoosiers?
How about them
How about them
Hoosiers?
Hoosiers? How about them Hoosiers? Back-to-back ranked wins, doing they thing. All right, shout out to anyone else. Yeah, I'm good now. I got my
Doing
things.
they thing.
Doing they thing.
Doing.
Yeah.
I got a few shout outs. Number one, shout out to all our loyal listeners over the course of the year.
Yeah.
We've all talked about the feedback that we've gotten from this podcast, which, I think we could all agree has been highly successful due to the hosts and their engagement with the guests and the audience. So shout out to all our listeners. And then second, shout out at ISO Ebo.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Ethan Roberts had 32 points at Bucknell, having a great freshman year.
He's killing it.
He
How,
is
how
hilarious.
does that work? Did he get redshirted, or is it just because he's Army, you have to wait the year? Is that how that works?
So
I was
direct
confused.
admission into West Point is very difficult
Yeah, I know.
academically.
Yes.
So what they do is, like, if you decide to go to West Point, they put most people in what's called U.S. MAPS, which is like a 1-year prep school on base.
Okay.
So you're on base and still have to do a lot of Army stuff and the basic training things and things like that. But it's basically a built-in, redshirt year to get you stronger and, if you're still growing like Ethan was and things like that. But, man, he's having a great freshman.
Balling. He's balling.
Having a
that's
great
for sure.
freshman year. I was actually watching it live, and on the telecast, they're like, "Oh, this Ethan Roberts, freshman from Hersey High School in Arlington Hills, Illinois." And so his mom texted me like, "Hersey High School in Arlington Hills sounds like a wonderful place." I'm like, yeah, it does. But he's doing great, and we're super proud of him. And kind of how hard he worked, and going into an unforeseen situation, and willing to go into the military to prove himself, I think is a really cool thing, and is a great success story for our program for years to come.
Absolutely.
You got any shout outs, Gage?
Shout out Mom, Dad, Coach Muss, Mike Adams, BK Cotter.
AG?
I'll go same as Krebs. Shout out girls basketball team for the conference championship tonight. I guess and mom and dad.
Yeah. Great.
All right, how many girls do you have that you need to
No,
shout out?
He pulls out like a list.
I'm gonna shout out my sister at
Oh.
NYU
Yeah.
because they're doing great, and I'm also gonna shout out Ryan Stearns. Can you add me on Snapchat so I can send you money? Because I don't know what his classes are, and he won't add me back on Snapchat.
I see, like, the vibe I'm getting is he's like, Fahey! And then you're like ducking into a classroom.
See, I haven't seen him in the hallway
Some
once.
deleted scene at the
I saw him at a
Sopranos.
basketball game one time, and he was like, "Where's my money?" And I was like, "I have $1 on me. Here you go."
All this for $9.
It's $10, but I gave him one already.
So what did you do? I gave him one already. What did you do to
stop
owe
the
him
juice?
money? Anyway.
So
down
I made a
payment.
bet on Aaron Judge going to the Yankees. I thought he would go anywhere else because the Yankees fans are like booing him during the playoffs and
Yeah.
stuff. But
I see.
he
Ryan
went
is a
to the
big
Yankees.
Yankees fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't do baseball personally.
Who are the
but-
other people that you said I owe money to?
I don't know, but I think Jasper said you owe him money.
Not at all. I'll talk with Jasper. There's
Maybe
no
Schiffman.
way.
It was one of those two. I know you owed money
Schiff
to.
and Jasper, I do not owe money to.
At one
100%.
point, did you?
I don't think so. No.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Seems a
I'll
little
talk to
fishy.
both of them. What's up?
Who does he owe money to? Who does he owe
no,
money
say
to?
it.
Whoa!
Say it, Gage.
Didn't Schiff give you a little bit of money for the not the gas machine, the vending machine out here?
It's 20.
When?
There's the bell.
I don't remember that.
Interesting.
Interesting. All right, Fahey.
Selective
You
memory.
scandalous man. You
I'll talk with
scandalous man. Thank you everybody for watching. We actually have to go to class. So see you guys next week. And yeah, thank you guys for all coming.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.